Okay, let's go off. I don't hear anything, guys, but be careful. That doesn't mean there's nothing wrong with it, okay? You don't want to piss off a customer. Oh, this thing is a beauty, guys. 2023 Chrysler Pacifica. It's in for some type of noise as she run the AC. So let's get in and try to duplicate it, guys. Now, let's start it up. All right, HVAC. Now, guys, if you're hearing noise over here, it's likely in the recirc area, and that's exactly what she's claiming. I hear noise over here. The guy that wrote it up said he didn't hear anything. I instructed him to turn this on and off. We wait. Turn it off. We turn it on. Because by doing that, you're instructing the actuator to open and close the recirc door. So if it's going to make noise, it should do it now. It's a 2023 model. They didn't change much as far as the design. Okay, let's go off. I don't hear anything, guys, but be careful. That doesn't mean there's nothing wrong with it, okay? You don't want to piss off a customer. No customers want to come up here and wait in our waiting room for no reason. So if they take the time out of their day to bring their car here or their vehicle here, they obviously think they got a problem. But we're living in the age of computerized, all right? Everything is computerized control. So even the HVAC module, this is on the bus. So here's what we're going to do. This is a short video and I'm already out of time. So I want you, there's a fix for this, I'm thinking. But I need to get to my computer. So what I need you to do is click on this link here or in the comment section. Click that link, go to the full video. I'm going to show you what I may have to do to fix this. Because I can't duplicate it now, but it doesn't mean that's not a problem. So click that link below. It's going to take you to a full video. I need you to watch that full video on how I go about fixing this 2023 Chrysler Pacifica. I gotta go. All right, guys, so here's the deal. All right, here's my topology on that. This is a 2023 Pacifica. Remember what we talked about in this short video? She's complaining about ticking noise in the glove box area. Now, we all know the only thing over there in that area that will tick is the recirc actuator. Yes, the recirc door is over in the area of the glove box. So the only thing that operates that door is an actuator that has a history of ticking. But this car is fairly new, so it's hard to comprehend. I can't duplicate it, guys. Now, I have to be careful without looking like I'm calling the customer a liar, because I'm not. I will never call a customer a liar. I would try my best to duplicate the concern, but if I can't, I have to go to plan B. Go around that concern and see if there's anything that mentions their concern. Now y'all see right here, this is the HVAC. So let me click this, and you also see right here that that's a lightning bolt, which means there's a flash update for the HVAC module. Let's click that. I want to go to flash because what I want to do is see which the TSB associated with this flash. Let's take a look at this. Let's click here. Now this is the TSB associated with the flash. It's not really it is a TSB. All right, I don't know if it's available to the public, but this is everything I'm working on. 3-zone control, blah blah. Here's a customer may experience HVAC recirculating actuated door repeatedly making a clicking sound after ignition is turned off. Now that is what I didn't do. I didn't turn it off. I was clicking the recirc button on and off, hoping it would tick. So now what I'm gonna do, and well, ain't no sense in trying it. This is the repair that I'm gonna recommend, but I'm gonna try it anyway. Turn the car off and see if it's ticked. That's one thing I didn't do, so I screwed that up. So basically what this TSB recommend we do is to HVAC, the cause is the HVAC software. So basically they want me to reprogram the HVAC. So we on to something, guys. Fairly simple, right? Now, here's the question that boggles me. What electronically can affect an actuator making noise? What can a signal from a computer, because remember the actuator got a connector going to it. Those wires are leading towards some computer. This is exactly what the customer complaining about, even though I was unable to duplicate it. So what we're gonna do here is come out of here. DTCs, no DTCs, flash. We're gonna flash the HVAC. Look at that, run flash. So as you can see, it's in the process of flashing. Flash, these numbers should change. So the part number on this computer HVAC model should go from AD to AE, insinuating a revision update. That's what the letters at the end mean. So when we're done with this, guys, we're gonna head back over to the car and see what we got, okay? Or if we can duplicate it. I'm really interested in addressing this customer concern. Nobody wants to hear that ticking noise. But again, if anybody engineer related can answer that question, how is anything software related is gonna prevent a mechanical motor, because that's all that is. An actuator is basically an electrical motor. It requires 12 volts and grounds to operate. How software manipulation, how instructions from a computer is gonna stop this from making noise. Does it turn it on at a certain time or turn it off? I don't know, but we'll find out, guys. So if y'all know, let me know in the comment section, or let's speak about it, talk about it in the comment section. And there you have it, guys. Flash update successful. All right, flash part numbers have changed. So now let's go to back to my topology. And as you can see, I got some erroneous code, so we're going to erase all of those. Now, as you can also see, there is no more lightning bolt on the HVAC. So everything is up to date now. All right, let's go test it and see if we changed anything. Remember, I couldn't duplicate it in the beginning anyway. So let's see if we changed anything. Hold tight. Yeah, look, it's all-wheel drive. This is a beauty. 2020. She just bought it. So we're here doing an inspection on it. Let's see. What do we have? Now, let's do what we didn't do in the beginning. All right, see, we was clicking recirc on and off. It wasn't hearing anything. So now we're gonna turn on, see how I do with the whole system off. Where's my off button? Off right here. And we wait. And I don't hear any noise. Now I'm wondering, was it making that noise before we didn't try this? So in the future, guys, if you're testing for recirc noise, actually any type of HVAC actuator noise, turn the car off, because in some cases a lot of modules instruct their recirc door to close when the car turn off, or when you turn the car off. So if it's making noise, then it should do it then. All right, so I want to go out on a limb and say that flash the flash definitely addressed the issue, because that was the only thing that was going to change by doing the flash. Okay, so I'm done, guys. I think this car's fixed. If it was ever broke, we don't know. My job is to address the concern, and I did just that. All right, so yes, there's a charge for this, guys. That's not free. All right, we charge a 1 hour diag time to flash program a module. A lot of y'all tend to think that should be free from the manufacturers. Depend on your way of thinking. I don't know. I do this for a living, so naturally I'm gonna think you should pay. But that's not my call to make. So y'all get that out of y'all head. Don't chastise me. I don't make the calls, but I do agree that we should get paid for this. Oh, now I'm guessing y'all thinking Chrysler or the manufacturer should pay, which means it should be warranty. From that standpoint, if it was warranty, I wouldn't make a whole hour. I probably would get 2 or 3 tenths for that. So the pay would be low. I would still get paid even if it was warranty. It's just not as much. But again, none of that is my call. Okay, so I had no sense of me addressing that. Guys, that's all I have, man. Thanks for watching.